Into this video, I'm going to be obtaining the most overpowered units in the game and then creating the strongest team in anime Vanguards. This video took me 2 weeks just to complete, so please like and subscribe. And yeah, let's now get started with the video. Alright, it took way too long. We can now get Kaguya. Let's go over here to the summon, spring banner, and let's now get the 0.005% Kaguya. It took way too long, 1 week in total, and hopefully I can get a shiny, hopefully. And now finally, after this, I will now get pity or Kaguya. Let me just do this. Now, guarantee pity Kaguya. Can we get a shiny? Please and thank you. Come on. Let's see this. Nope. I lied. Attempt number 2. And what is this? I don't know what that means, but we now have Kaguya. That took way too long. 1 week just to do this. And oh my god. Baby girl. I should not be saying that. But this looks sick, bro. This is gas, and we didn't get shiny, of course. And now we have Kaguya. It took forever. Let me just quickly lock her. Now I need to get a measly 300 more thousand just to get to 200 rerolls. We are cooked. But first, of course, let me just go over here and let's gamble. We want to get at least a Monarch or an Ethereal probably. We have 250 spins. Can we somehow get Monarch and Ethereal already? Of course. Well, time to keep this. No point of spinning. Black, yeah, let me just do this. Feed, fuse, and get her max level. Might as well. She is now max level. Fuse, confirm. Now we need to get got your stats on her, which is not that hard. I believe I already have a unit ready for this. Let me just go over here to Kaguya, do this. And now which unit is it? I don't know. And right over here. So his stats is basically triple god, basically. So let's now transfer this into her. And we now have a very broken Kaguya. So she does basically 10,000 damage every 3.5 seconds with 28 range. It is a lot less than Escanor. However, she is a multi-hit. That's the main thing we care about right now. Now, do I want to spin on her again? I mean, I might as well. Actually, I don't know. I truly do not know. Honestly, I might not spin on her right now. I now need to get the next unit, which is Vanguard Sun Jinwoo. That's going to be Cancer. And I already have some Sun Jinwoos ready, I believe, right over here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Sun Jinwoos in total. And I believe if I go over here to the Ascension, and now I can send Sun Jinwoo like 3 different times. Never mind, we need a Shadow Trace, and we need to do double dungeon, of course. So this will increase my damage. So short term, should I try to get 3 more copies of Escanor and Kaguya? I don't think it's worth it, but like you can't even do this, so I lied. So short term, let's now gamble. We want to try to get Monarch Sun Jinwoo at least. I want at least 1 Monarch in this video. We have gotten like 5 Ethereals, but no Monarch. So game, give me my first Monarch. And 100 spins down, we have gotten Deadeye. Crit and crit damage. Honestly, that is pretty good. Not going to lie to you, but like I want to keep gambling. I want at least an Ethereal plus. If I get Ethereal, I'm just going to keep it at this point. But game, give me Monarch. Please and thank you. I want a good title for this video. So please, game, come on. We are now down 200 spins and no Ethereal. We should have just kept Deadeye. And now we have 20 spins left. Can we get something decent? Come on, please. I need something. We are not really close to pity. We're cooked. 2-1-0. We got nothing. We're cooked. Truly. But like anyways, let me just go over here to story mode. And I actually want to see how good is Kaguya. I believe she is very broken. So from what I understand, the more different effects you have in your inventory, she will have. So if I have like, what is this? Element? Water? I don't know what that does. Immune to SP debuff? Sure, might as well. So let me just test it out with this team. It is not that bad. It has different effects. So yeah, let's go over here, create. But like, yeah, let's not test her out. Let's go over here and sandbox. Let's now get started. All right, we are now here. Let me just get some money. And 300,000 should be enough. Let's now start. And if I place Kaguya like right over here, I believe she chased down the unit, which is mental. But she now have all the effects, which is nature, water, holy, curse, and unbound. Yep, she just teleported. Now let me just put on the effects. And we are now ready for the showcase. She's just chasing everything down right now. But like off spawn, she does 8,680 damage with 3.5 SP and 28 range with also 5% crit. And in her 4th upgrade, she gets a build called Spiky Hall plus Beast Explosion. She'll now do 20,000 damage with 4.2 SP and 37.4 range, which is mental. And she will now become a cone AoE. Let's now see the ability. So this is it basically right over here. I can't really see it. Let me just move her right over here. And this is her first ability also. So she just summons icicle shards, I think. I don't know. Please, Kaguya, stand in one spot, game. Come on now. All right, attempt 2. Get her third upgrade. And this is it right over here. So she does summon spikes, I believe. I think. I don't really know. And then after that, in her 8th upgrade, she gets a build called Beast Explosion. She'll now do 43,000 damage with 5 seconds SPA and 43.2 range. And she is now Circle AoE. So did she just summon a black hole? I can't really tell. And it looks like a black hole. Makes sense. And then finally, in her 11th upgrade, she gets a build called Elemental Bomb. She will now become a big Circle AoE. And this is her build right over here. So short term, it's a blue black hole, I think. I don't know. Let's not get this. And now when she's maxed out, she'll do 63,000 damage with a 5.6 SP and 52.6 range, which is quite a bit. But like, yeah, she also have 2 different abilities, which is Element Dimensions and then finally Beast Explosion. So first, Beast Explosion. Upon activation, she does 1000 extra current damage to everything in the map, which is mental. Let's place it like right over here. Does she teleport? I want to find this part out. And so, okay, she does not teleport. Okay, good information. But like, yeah, let's now do the first ability, Beast Explosion. And oh my god, this looks beautiful. What is this? A big awe explosion guarantee. So her requirement on actually moving around, she have to actually attack something. But like, anyways, her final cost is like $120,000, which is mental. And yeah, after that, it is Elemental Dimension. And oh my god, a lot of reading. I am not reading this. Let me just do this. I don't know what I just did. Let me just put it on auto. And short term, she will now do a lot more damage. Kaguya will now do 100,000 damage, which is mental. And a unit passive. I am not reading all this. This is way too much reading, Ali. Short term, it makes her do a lot of damage, basically. But like, anyways, Kaguya is guaranteed broken. I need to actually make a team out of her. And wait, what? She just did more damage. 1.7x more damage. She now does 108,000 damage, which is mental and also more range, of course. Now we just gotta wait for the final dimension. And yeah, this is now the final dimension. She'll now do 153,000 damage with 68.4 range. This unit is truly mental. But like, yeah, it is now time to suffer. We now need to get Vanguard, Jinwoo, Icarus. We are cooked. Let's now go back and let's now do the grind. Alright, we are now back. Now, how do I even evolve Jinwoo? I believe the first thing we gotta do is actually just evolve him. And I believe we have everything for its evolution. Let's go over here, do this. And we have almost everything. We need a Shadow Trace. To get this, we need to do Double Dungeon Legend Stage Act 2, which is not that bad. Let's go over here, create, and Legend Stage Double Dungeon Act 2. But like, also, I need to do Act 3 for Icarus. Getting this unit will be cancer, but there's pity. 200, which is quite a bit. But like, we should be fine. Let's now do Act 2. Let me just actually use Escanor, and we'll be set after that. Alright, let's now start. Act 2, we got this. This should be very easy. Okay, we are now here, and this should be very easy. And not going to lie, I might just macro this for like an hour, and then we shall be back after an hour, because I believe this is pretty easy. They only have 1000 HP. That is not a lot. But yeah, this is light work. Only 1000 HP. Alright, first attempt, we are basically done. The boss just got one-shotted on accident. But like, yeah, this will be light work. Let's not macro this for like an hour, and hopefully we have enough Shadow Trace. Max is 36, so that's not even that bad. Let's now start the macro. Alright, we are now back, and I believe I have enough. Where is it? Right over here. We have 30. That is quite a bit. Now we can evolve Jinwoo guarantee. But first I want to go over here to Ascension and actually ascend Jinwoo, because like might as well. Let's do this one right over here, and let's start ascending. Ascend, confirm. We have Ascension 1. Let's do that again. Ascension 330. What? Huh? Do I even want to do this right now? I mean, might as well. We just gotta do that one more time now. That means we just gotta get more shards, I think, right? Let me just go over here. Jinwoo. So we need a Shadow Trace again. We need exactly 7. And can I make it? Or craft it, whatever. Crafting. Synthesize right over here. Do this. And we don't have a lot. If I do this, ooh, we can get 2 from this. Synthesize. Now we need 5 more. And nope, we don't have enough. That is kind of tragic. Wait, can I use food? I cannot use food. So honestly, we might be cooked. We need to get more materials, which is cancer. But like, if I win once, I believe I should have enough, I think. Let me just quickly find this part out. Let's go over here, do this, and let's see. So we will have enough, guarantee. I mean, at this point, might as well just do that one more time, and hopefully we get lucky. All right, the moment of truth. Can we get through? Yo, we can't say less. We can now evolve Jinwoo. And I believe I have like 30 more rerolls left. I just bought some. So let's go over here, upgrade, and let's now gamble. Can we get a good trait? I will take Deadeye again if I get it. But where's Jinwoo? Right over here. And please give me something good to eat. I want Monarch. That is the main thing I want. And the only thing I want. So please game, come on now. Do me justice. And we are getting completely nothing. What is my luck? Last one? Nope. Marksman. I don't want you. That is mid. And I believe I can now evolve Jinwoo. Let me just make sure. And we can evolve him, guarantee. But first, of course, when you get the kills, never mind, there's no kills. When you get good stats then. So let's go over here to Aqua and sacrifice. I believe we have some stuff we can use. I think anyways, I just gotta make sure. Honestly, I might just sacrifice her right over here. She has some pretty good stats, but I don't really use her anymore. So short term, you will be missed. Not really. Confirm. Confirm. Now we have got your stats, Jinwoo. Let's go over here and let's now evolve him. And hopefully it can go God mode, please. It does not go God stats. It is fine. Let's now evolve Jinwoo into Monarch Jinwoo. Confirm. And he looks beautiful. Got your stats. But like now, what do I need? That is the main question. Let's do this, and we need the elixir of life. The most cancer thing in the world. And to get the elixir of life, we have to do dungeon right over here. And I believe I need to go into this one, right? The purple one. And now we need to do this map. Ant Island. I don't know if I can do infinite mode, but what's the buff here? There is no buff. Never mind. I mean, the buff is Jinwoo and Chahin, which is interesting. So short term, I should be joining other people. However, I want to try to do this with my main team right over here. And hopefully these two units can carry. You already equipped this team. Never mind, we have to make it. Let me just quickly make my team and we shall be ready after this. Okay, we should now be ready. It is not a bad team and hopefully we can actually do this. Let's now get started. 30 waves, that is quite a bit. So I should be able to max out Kaguya and Escanor, so we should be fine. And like I said, hopefully it is not too hard. We need to somehow get the red key, and let's just do this one right over here. King's Burden will guarantee get Monarch. However, we'll get less money, which is fine. So this is not even a bad map. I might try to do this with only Escanor. Honestly, I'm gonna do that. Please say I can actually do this. Let's start. Let's put Escanor right over here. And hopefully he can solo. He can cover the whole path. I just gotta make sure I can actually max him out. And yeah, let's now gamble. There's like 40 different paths. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 different paths. We are cooked. Black Escanor, you got this. Mental amount of damage all spawn. Black very high SP. Hopefully we are fine. And let's now get started. They have 9,000 HP. That is not that much. But yeah, it is now time to gamble. If I can't do it, I'll try to do it with Kaguya solo. And hopefully we can actually do it. But like anyways, let's now get started with this suffering. And never mind. We have found our main opponent right over here. Shield guys. Second layer of HP. And we're about to leak also. This is not going to be fun. His SP is so bad. And we are about to lose. We are cooked. Well, we cannot do that guarantee. And never mind. He does sacrifice everything. Never mind. If I can get him to like this upgrade right over here, or maybe even this, we should be able to finish. But we just altered the map. Now attempt 2. Can we do this somehow? Hopefully we can do this. And where's Masconor? Where is he? Why is he over here? What are you doing? I mean, that was kind of tragic. But like attempt 2 now. Can we do this with Kaguya? Money surge, more money from farm. Yo, honestly, that might be it. Let me just do this, start, and now game, give me a lot more money. We need this. As soon as I place on Kaguya, we should be fine, hopefully. Okay, we're about to complete our first round, and we are about to lose, except Pride's gonna carry probably. I don't know where he is. He is disappearing right over there. Let me just replace him, and please let me max you out. Honestly, I might need to just nuke. I'm going to nuke just to make sure we can actually win. So this should do like 500,000 damage. Probably, I don't know. Math is hard and everything's not dead. That is not helping me. Let me just sell some Jinwoos, and please, I need to make sure. And I sold my guy. Oh my god. And I sold him again. Oh, ain't no way. I'm just throwing at this point. What am I doing? We're gonna lose because of this. And we are now dead. So I think everything just got reversed. Say less. I need to kill the boss. So I need you to target probably the boss. And hopefully we are fine. Please, Kaguya, I need you to carry. Well, we lost. I threw with pride, bro. This is cancer. Honestly, I might just try to just join other people and hopefully I can get carried by that. And it also took me 20 minutes, which is cancer, truly. But honestly, you gotta do what you gotta do. I need to start suffering. suffering. So let's now go to a public server and let's now hopefully get carried. Alright, it has been 2 days since the last footage and I'm kind of cooked. So far, we are at 29 out of 50. That is way too much work, bro. Like at least 30, that is a good amount, or even 20. But like anyways, Roblox might be cooked today. 5 different games about update, which are Grow Garden, Steel or Brain Rot, Blox Fruit, Vanguards, and other game, I don't know. So short term, Roblox might be down today. We are cooked. However, we still need to get Jinwoo, which is truly cancer. And right now, I am not even close. Where is Jinwoo? Right over here. So he currently has solar right now. I might keep it, but like update will be coming out soon also for this game. And we have 200 rerolls. Honestly, I'm gonna do this. This is not worth it. But like I'm gonna gamble on my other Jinwoo. Maybe, probably, who knows? I don't know. Because I want to keep solar, but I don't know what to do. Honestly, you know what? Screw it. If I can get Monarch, next update will be so much easier. But like anyways, give me something good to eat, please and thank you. And Ethereal, of course, my luck. Well, time to keep Ethereal. My luck is cursed. Wait, can I even check? Wait, I believe I can check how much Ethereals are, right? So we have 5 Ethereals and no Monarch. We're cooked. But like anyways, let's go back to dungeon. And I believe I can also buy some rerolls, right? Right over here, yep. We can buy some rerolls. We need 3,000 for all the 100. So I might as well just do this, right? I mean, I have nothing else to use it on. I could get a familiar, but like, I don't really need it. I could get the flying thing, but like, I don't really need it, like I said. Money might be worth it. Honestly, let me just do this. Let me get like 50 rerolls, confirm. And I need some cash. We need a lot of cash. I'm going to use like probably all my gold, might as well. And we now have a lot more gold. We were broke on gold. But like, yeah, it's now time to suffer again. We have nothing else to do. And I believe I need to sacrifice the Icarus to even get a Jinwoo or whatever. I don't know. Short term 200 rounds. We are cooked. But like anyways, let's keep going. I cannot solo this at all. I already attempted it. But yeah, hopefully I can get carried more. So yeah, let's now get started on the suffering again. Alright, it has been 3 more days and updates straight up past. We have gotten Berserk, I believe. Where is Berserk? Right over here. This beautiful man Berserk. He is straight up broken. Black anyways, we can now get Vanguard Jinwoo. Nope. I lied. One more. Ain't no way. I don't want to do that. That is cancer. Ain't no. Bro, I thought I did the math correctly. But first, let me just do this. Do I want to get all this? I don't know. Or do I want to get like some of this? Who knows at this point? I'm just gonna get like 25 right now. 25 confirmed. Let's go over here to upgrade and let's not gamble. I still want to try to get Monarch, of course. 100 rerolls. Let's go to Jinwoo. And do I want to do on this one? I mean, probably, even though it won't get the plus. Honestly, never mind. I lied. I will keep this. I'm not gonna gamble on that right now. Instead, I'll gamble on guts right over here. Actually, never mind. I'm not gambling on anything. I would love to gamble on like probably pride or Kage, but that's too much work. If I don't get it, I'm cooked. But like anyways, let's now do one more so we can finally finish. This is the worst quest in the game. All right, attempt number 2. We are now done. Let's not go back. And we are now done with the quest right over here. The red key quest. Now I need to sacrifice 20 mythical units above. That is pretty light. I have a lot of useless units. So let's start sacrificing. So apparently we have a lot less than I expected, which is not good. So please tell me I at least have 30. Come on now. Okay, right now I don't know how much I sacrificed so far. I'm just guessing at this point. Let me just actually just check. So 28. We just need to sacrifice 2 more units. So we got to make sure it is useless. 1 and then 2. And we should now be done. But I want to test out. What if I sacrifice 1 more unit? What will happen? Oh, it won't let me. Good information. But like anyways, what do I need to do next? I need to summon 5,000 times with Jinwoo. From what I understand, it is pretty cancer. Let me just go over here. And let me just go to sandbox real quick. I believe it takes like 2 minutes, right? I think. Okay, we are now here in sandbox. Let me just do this. Place on Jinwoo, upgrade. In his 8th upgrade, he gets ability. And it takes 1 minute 35 seconds. He's summoned 5 times each. And I only can summon it from 1. So if math is mathing, let me just actually turn this down. So 5,000 divided by 5. And I don't know what I'm doing. Not really helping my case. Let me just ask ChatGPT. Alright, after more information. So ChatGPT said it will take me 37 hours just to summon 5,000 times. And that is way too much. And never mind. I'm summoning a lot more than 5. So right over here, I think I had to summon like 25 times, which is pretty interesting. I want to do this one more time. I need to wait for the 100-second cooldown. I am just going to skip a lot of waves and let's see what will happen. All right, attempt 2 time. Let me just spam this. Wrong thing. All right, attempt 2. Let me just spam this a bit and let Jinwoo get a bit of kills. So this should be enough now if I do this. How much will I summon? Honestly, this is quite a bit. I don't think it will take me 75 hours. I think maximum is like 20 times. So that's like a couple hours still, which is still pretty cancer. But let's not go back. Okay, we are now back. Now, from what I understand, after this quest, it will ask me to sacrifice a Icarus. So short term, I need to go to boss event, and I need to macro summoning with Sun Jinwoo and also killing Icarus. Apparently, you cannot fight Icarus anymore. I lied. So if I go over here to story mode, then go inside and do legend stage, I believe we can fight Icarus boss from over here. Right over here, do this. Yep, 0.7. 0.7 on me actually getting this. This will be cancer, but we somehow need to macro this. We got this. So short term, I will see you guys in like a day at this point. This is truly cancer. We are cooked. All right, it has been 3 or 4 days. I don't know, but like we are very close to getting Icarus. I believe. Let me just make sure I don't have Icarus already. Do this and no Icarus, of course. But like anyways, if I go right over here, I am very close to pity. Let me just go over here. Let me just look at this right over here, and 191 out of 200. This took me so damn long, and I hate the fact that my macro trader broke. Like anyways, let's not grind 9 more times so we can get the unit after so damn long. Way too long. This is cancer. Help me. All right, after this we should guarantee get Icarus, I think. Let me just quickly defeat all these guys, do this guy, and now finally this guy. Now we just gotta wait, which will take a bit, of course. They have quite a bit of HP. 1 down, 2 down. Okay, 2 more to go. We now need to do 1 more. Okay, done. That's it. Now we can just one shot the boss, I believe. Let me just do this. Koguro, max out, and nuke. That should be it. She'll do like 300,000 damage. Yep, we did not get him. What? I'm lost. That should be pity. I'm pretty sure that is pity. Okay, let me just go over here to story mode and let's check. Go over here, parade, legend stage, dungeon 3. We have pity. How do I get this? Do I just gotta do 1 more? I think I do. I don't know. Well, time to do 1 more. And this should guarantee be Icarus. So yeah, let's quickly speedrun this. And yo, Griffin is here again. Yo, we might get a shiny Griffin while getting a shiny Icarus. Thoughts? Game, come on now. Let me just make sure we don't lose. And yeah, please give me a shiny Griffin. I'll gladly take him. So yeah, we're guaranteed fine. We are not losing at all. And yo, shiny Griffin, please. We got a normal, of course. Well, of course a normal. Why is it not a shiny? This is a pain. I worked way too hard for this video just to not get a shiny. We are cooked. But I can always let me just quickly set up so we can actually finish this round. Alright, the moment of truth. The boss will be spawning very soon, so let me just do this. And let's not one-shot him. We should guarantee get a Icarus, right? Let me just make sure, please. And yo, Icarus. Not a shiny, but it is fine. We now have Icarus. It just I show, of course. Let's now go back. Alright, we are now back. Now let's go here to upgrade and let's see the requirement. Let me just do this Icarus right over here. And he costs nothing. Yo, this is light. Say less. We can now evolve Icarus. But first, of course, we want good stats so we can actually sacrifice them for the great good later. Let me just do this. And let's get every good stat I know. Okay, this should be it. Let me just do this. And we have double SZ. Say less. Now let's go over here to evolution. And we can now evolve Icarus into Shadow Icarus, right? Let me just make sure. Yep. Icarus Elite Knight. Confirm. And I believe I just obtained the Shadow title, I think. I don't really know. But yeah, say less. Now let me just give it back right over here. Thank you for the stats, Icarus, and confirm. And now we can sacrifice Icarus to the key. Sacrifice Icarus. Confirm. And that should be it, right? Let me just look. I don't know what happened. I finished the key. What happened next? Did I get the elixir of life? I don't have the life elixir. I am lost. What do I do? Can I just go to Sun Jinwoo right over here, evolve, and we have a yo, say less. Now the main question is, do I want to try to get Monarch? I believe we have a good amount. We could try to get something for this Sun Jinwoo for the great good, but I don't know. Let me just do this. And we cannot sacrifice our 3-star. That is interesting. Okay, I don't know. Honestly, Ethereal is good enough. Let's go over here to Sun Jinwoo. And we can get Wombo Combo Icarus and Sun Jinwoo. After I confirm, I believe there's a cutscene, right? I don't have gold. Oh my, I'm broke. 50k, what? Yo, Sun Jinwoo, you might be a little bit too greedy. Not going to lie to you. 0. How do I get money fast? Yo, this is not fun. Can I sacrifice? Sell something? Maybe? What if I sell this? Can I sell? I cannot sell. Yo, game, this is unfair. I don't know how to get money. Do I have to use my gems? 35,000? I mean, might as well. Honestly, we can do this. Let's go over here. I'll switch this guy for Sun Jinwoo. Confirm. Now let's quickly buy a lucky potion. And if we get like 4 or 3 Sun Jinwoos, I'll try to get Monarch. If we don't get 4 or 3, I will not do that anymore. Like, yeah, let's now get a couple Sun Jinwoos, please. Thank you. We need a good amount of gold also. Okay, we now have enough money, right? Yep, enough money. Let me just get the pity and 1 Sun Jinwoo. How much Sun Jinwoos did we get? Song Jinwoo, and we got 1, 2. Not enough. That is way too much work. I'm not doing that. So yeah, let's now go back and now let's evolve Sun Jinwoo right over here and evolve. And yo, I got the title. Oh my god, he looks beautiful, bro. God, leave my ears is piercing. Help me! I cannot hear. Oh, but like anyways, we now have Jinwoo. He looks beautiful like normal. Ethereals is cancer, but it is fine. And yeah, we now have Vangards, Jinwoo, and Icarus. He'll do double his damage off spawn. But like anyways, let me just go over here and let's showcase Jinwoo. And also, might as well just make my team now. It will be one of the best teams in the game, I believe. So we will have Pride, Kaguya, Jinwoo. After that will be Guts or the Struggler, and then finally my two farms, which is Speedwagon, and then finally this guy, Kata whatever. Now I can officially say this is one of the best teams in the game. I don't have Monarchs, but yo, game close enough. Game is game. And let me just see this first. Right over here, equip cosmetic, all except. And yo, this aura looks crazy. Like it, we see enough glazing. Let me just go over here, create sandbox, and let's now get started. All right, we are now here. Let me start, get some money. So off spawn, Jinwoo will do 10,000 damage. Actually, it's like 8,000 without the buff, with a 5.3 SP and 33.7 range. And this is also his first ability. He just lets straight up Icarus. Yo, why do I have Icarus behind me? Anyways, he just let Icarus just attack them, right? Let me just make sure. Yep, Icarus just goes in. And in his third upgrade, he gets a build called Sword Slam plus Steel. He'll now do 13,000 damage with 3.6 SP and 40 range. Let's now do this. He's now a cone, and Icarus is still doing work, of course. Yo, let me just see that one more time, game. And right over here, Icarus went down slam. A lot of weapons go up and slam. I don't know what I just saw. A lot of things, that's all I know. Like yeah, in his sixth upgrade, he gets a build called Beatdown plus Healer. He'll now do 23,000 damage with 4.3 SP and 47 range. Let's now do this. He's now a medium-sized circle AoE. Let's now see the ability again. Come on now, game. And Icarus goes in, slam, a lot of slam, and done. Makes sense? After that, in his 10th upgrade, he gets a build called Shadow Embrace plus Bilu. He'll do 50,000 damage with a 5.7 SP and 59 range. Confirm. He's now a medium-ish large-sized circle AoE. Let's now see the ability, and this is it. Oh my, wait, what is happening? Oh my god, my eyes hurt. So Jinwoo, Icarus wombo combo, attack them at the same time. Looks beautiful. And now finally, in his final upgrade, he does 60,000 damage with 5.7 SP and 64.6 range. Let's now do this, and we are now done. He also have the build called the System, of course. His passives, a lot of reading, I'm not doing this, but like short term, he just busts himself a lot of times. So first is his shadows. He has Arise, Bear, Steel, Healer, and Biru. All of them do all different things, which I'm not reading. And then finally his attack. So he has Jinwoo, Icarus, and Duo. We'll do this slowly. So first, might as well just do Jinwoo. Cutscene, right? Yep. Cutscene. This looks beautiful, and yo, this looks gas. Pretty damn clean, I'm not going to lie. I believe the nuke is like 1000x damage, all of them. I don't know how it works. Let me just get mana. Okay, we got mana. Let's now do Icarus, and this looks beautiful also. The aura farming goes crazy, not going to lie to you. And then finally, it is Jinwoo plus Icarus wombo combo. Let's now do this, and yo, this looks mad. Not going to lie to you. Look at this. The aura farming goes crazy. Oh my god, this is beautiful. But like anyways, I believe the fine ability does 2,500x his damage, so that's like 1.5 million, something like that. I don't know. But like anyways, we now have a pretty damn powerful team. Let me just quickly do this. Let me just quickly upgrade all of them, might as well. And I believe this game gives me some abilities, right? Modifiers, right? Maybe. No, it does not. Modifiers. Select unit. It does not. This. How do I do this? Okay, never mind, I know how to do this. If I do this right over here, place him right over here. So this is Monarch Jinwoo. His max damage is a lot, of course. So comparing him and mine, he does basically 3x damage. I mean, makes sense. But anyways, I actually want to see the other guys. So Monarch Pride, how good is he? Let's do this. Place him right over here. Might as well just max him out. Monarch Pride does 1.09 million damage with 70 range, which is mental. And then after that, finally, Kaguya. How good are you? Let me just place her right over here. Get some money, max her out. Alright, so not using abilities, Pride does the most amount of damage. However, he cannot break shield. And then with abilities, of course, Pride does the most damage. So long-term, Pride does the most amount of damage in the game, but he cannot break shield. Kaguya can hit anything in the map, and Jinwoo is the best nuke in the game. I believe that's how it works. But yeah, that is it for this video. If you guys want to see another video like this where I actually just get the best units in the game, make sure to like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.